We already did the Home Depot Cyber Monday deals video. I'll leave a pinned comment to that in case you missed it. But now it is Lowe's turn for their Cyber Monday deals. Every deal in this video is Cyber Monday, so it's supposed to only be good for Monday, but hey, check it on Tuesday, Wednesday if that's when you're watching it, and maybe you'll get lucky. Everything is in stock. Some is limited stock. We'll use the YouTube shopping links, and they'll be popping up here, there, and everywhere as the video goes on. So the first deal that I want to share with you is the DeWALT Elite Series quarter-inch impact driver bit set. It's a 100-piece set. Normally $45 down to $29.98. Remember, you can always buy online and pick up in store for things that are sold out online. So it comes with the handy dandy tough case. So that's going to be connectable with your other cases. I was hoping to find a picture that shows the outside of it. There we go. So if you have like the smaller cases, they can latch onto either side here, and it's all stackable and everything. You like the clear top so you can see what's in there. And then also all these rails can be pulled out, and even these little boxes, and you can customize this any way that you want. But it looks like we have a nice selection of insert bits, 2-inch bits, even some 3-inchers, and then of course the drill bits over here. So a really nice selection of bits for $29.98. Then to go with our bits, we have the DeWALT Power Detect XR 2-tool combo kit. Of course, those are brushless tools. Comes with the bag that they want to call a soft case. We're also getting 2 really nice batteries in the charger. So it starts out at $399, but it is down to $269 for today. So you're getting that 8 amp hour battery, so high value battery there. And then you're getting the 2 amp hour, which is a little bit more customary to what you would use on a drill or impact driver. Then you're getting the DCB 118 fast charger that just does your 20 volt batteries. It doesn't do the 12s like the other chargers do, but that's an 8 amp output. So a nice fast charger. You're getting a hammer drill. Of course, the XR stuff is the really good stuff from DeWALT. So a lot of high value premium tools in this one. Normally $399 down to $269, saving $130 today only. Now this is an item, it's an oldie, but one that they never upgraded. They never came out with a new version. So a right angle 3/8 inch drill. Got the keyless chuck. If you have to get into tight spaces, it's a good option to have. It beats using an adapter. Of course, you could get like a regular drill or impact driver, throw an adapter, right angle adapter on the front of it. It still won't be as convenient as this guy here, and going from $179 down to $99. It is an older tool, but again, it's not one that they brought out a new one for us. So if you need that right angle drill, almost half price there. A couple of Kobalt deals. We first have the 24 volt 4 amp hour battery kit here, normally $199 down to $129. If you're in the 24 volt lineup, they have a lot of really good deals. In previous videos, we've talked about like the 4 tool kit that comes with 2 free tools, I think it was. And they have a couple of starter kit deals going on. So you could really go deep pretty cheaply into Kobalt's 24 volt lineup. And I love me a little cordless chainsaw. This 4 amp hour battery, it'll be good enough for a chainsaw, but the chainsaws do eat battery. So you're going to want to have more than just the one. And then here is a sister deal to that one, the Kobalt 80 volt 16 inch. This is coming with a 2 amp hour battery, but of course that's an 80 volt. $299, $100 off, down to $199 for that full kit, getting the big 16 incher there. You do a lot more damage with this guy. It's kind of funny, as I was looking at these Kobalt deals, I have Kobalt 40 volt tools. Found a chainsaw for 24 volt, found a chainsaw for 80 volt. Hello, the one I could use. No deal. No 40 volter. But saving $100 on the 80 volter, $299 down to $199. Then you have your little pruning saw, the 6 inch in the 24 volt lineup, getting a little baby 2 amp hour battery. Not a huge fan of the baby battery they're sticking us with, but $149 down to $99, so you're saving $50 on this guy. You get the one battery, full starter kit there, because you'll get the charger as well. Boy, that 4 amp hour battery on this would work really nicely. But these little pruners are great. Save your forearms, your wrists, your hands, using those bypass pruners or loppers or something like this. And you'll be kind of surprised how much you can cut. Now, I'm sure this is like a safety thing, so it's supposed to be there. It would be a shame if this plastic guard on top just fell off the tool. Just fell off. I don't know what happened to it. I know it's a safety device. It's very important. It must stay there. But if it just happened to fall off, well, you could do some nice upcutting with it if it wasn't there in the way. $99. Now here we got the 24-volt lineup. Kobalt cordless string trimmer and leaf blower combo, 4 amp hour battery included. Normally $199 down to $129. So a 2-tool combo at $129, pretty good. Again, if you're interested in the 24-volt lineups, look at those combo kits that we had in previous videos because you'll get some free tools and you'll have a really nice selection in the Kobalt lineup if you were to go with multiples of these. So you get that 4 amp hour battery, you're getting the blower and the weed whacker all to go at $129. It's very similar to the trigger mechanism on the DeWALTs, where you got the little lever guy and the safety mechanism there. Now we have a Black & Decker 20-volt 4-tool combo kit with 2 batteries. Now I have a couple of Black & Decker deals that are be somewhat similar that you may be interested in, and then well, we'll get to it. Black & Decker 20-volt 4-tool, normally $199.99 down to just $99. So this is definitely more of a homeowner set. Some tradesman who's using his tools every day probably isn't going to be interested in this, but first-time homeowner or weekend warrior, someone who's more occasional use, could really like these. You're getting 2, they're on the smaller side as far as the batteries go, but the light would be super useful. You're getting a little circular saw, the reciprocating saw, and of course the drill would probably be the most useful thing. Oh, right on cue, you got the woman using it. Thank you for proving my point. $99.99, so it's half off there on your 4-tool kit. Now, something that is kind of similar, you may want to get both, but this would be a little bit redundant. This one comes in the handy-dandy case, and it has the interchangeable head mechanism, but it's still a 4-tool kit at the same price, both 50% off. Now, this one's going to come with 1 battery. This was 2 batteries, was it not? Yeah, this is 2 batteries. So depending on what you're looking for here, but you got the drill. And you know what? I was looking through this, and they couldn't give you worse pictures on this kit if they tried. They don't take the tools out of the case. Actually, they do. But when they do, it's just the empty case. Can I see a graphic of the tools? I mean, this is really, really terrible. That's not even the tools in the thing. Look at this. Very annoying. Very annoying. But the heads are interchangeable there. You have the sanding head there. You have the reciprocating saw guy there. Then, of course, you get the light with it. Comes with the 1 battery and the charger. So for $100, comes with a handy-dandy case. Keep everything organized. You won't lose it or anything. Now, if you get either of those, I'm not a huge fan of the price here, but this oscillating tool, 20-volt cordless, variable speed, you're getting a 17-piece kit to go with it, although because Black & Decker and Lowe's just give the best, most amazing pictures ever, they don't show you any pictures of what is included in this 17-piece kit, but you are getting another battery and a charger, so I would get this only if you're getting one of the other deals, because if you're getting one of those others, the most logical next step for like homeowner toolkits would be to get an oscillating tool. So this one's $179, but it's $100 by itself. Obviously, with the other one, you're getting $100, or for $100, you're getting 4 tools. Here, you're paying $100 for 1. So value-wise, it's not as good, but I do like the oscillating tool. If it's something you would eventually venture into and get, well, at least now it is on sale at a little cheaper price for you. Had to throw in this one, the Westinghouse corded 18-inch single-stage push-corded electric snowblower, normally $139 down to $99.99. So I don't have this one exactly. I have a cordless Snow Joe and a corded, I don't even know, Amazon brand one. And I actually was just using the corded one that I have the last 2 days. We got somewhere between 6 and 10 inches of snow. Out here, it's super hard to tell because the wind blows so much. We get drifts that are several feet high. So how much was actual snowfall and how much is drift? And the electric worked out really well. I used it until I ran out of cord. And one thing is you don't have to worry about running out of batteries, where the rechargeable ones, I feel like, even though I have 8 batteries, I go through all of them in an hour. And then it's like, well, I can't do any more snow blowing because I don't have any battery. So the plug-in one was really nice, and actually once I got out of range of the cord, I got the generator out and had it parked in the middle of the driveway, plugged back in, and was able to finish it off. Now, both the cordless and corded, and a lot of snowblowers with this style of chute, if it's the wet, heavy snow, it's going to get plugged up no matter what you got, and that's kind of annoying. But for the light, fluffy stuff, these things have plenty of power. It'll shoot at a good 15 feet or so, and you can see you got the LED lights on the front. So for $100, I kind of like that deal. Now, these are something new that I have no experience with, but I kind of like the prices. It's by Black & Decker, but they call them Reviva or something. They call them, what do they call it? Reviva. I don't know. It says right there. But they're 12 volt, comes with the charger, and it's a built-in battery. One of these pictures actually showed it in the charger. Now, that looks like a barrel connector to me. So you have an internal battery there, you got the charger, and the oscillating tool at 12 volts. Again, I would say more of a homeowner special here. Let's see, you can angle it anyway. It'll take your, typical attachments for oscillating tools. But at $29.99, it's a really good price. Now, to go with that, the same Reviva lineup, 12 volt, 3/8 inch cordless drill. Normally $60 down to $29.99, and it's going to be the same concept, but boy, it's just super cheap. I don't know if this one showed the charge port, but I'm sure it's the same as the previous. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So again, I don't expect, if you're a plumber or electrician or something, this probably isn't the lineup you're going with, but maybe a good gift idea for homeowners doing projects on the weekend. People don't borrow your tools. You give them this one. $29.99. So, those were all listed as Cyber Monday deals at Lowe's. Now, personally, I like the Home Depot ones better. I think you had better value. Of course, it's a different selection of tools at Home Depot than what you have at Lowe's. But if you didn't see that Home Depot video, again, I'll leave a pinned comment to that one. There were some really amazing deals in that video. But that's what Lowe's has for you on Cyber Monday. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe to a subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.